So how that real estate game coming around?
Man, it's decent. I mean, it's a crazy time right now in the market, but it's good. Got a client right now looking to get her a condo. Got the leases going through pretty well right now too. So trying to make some money, trying to turn a quarter into a dollar. You hear me?
So my question to you is it a good time to even buy a home in a market where it's so crazy and inflation it's just skyrocketing?
It's situational, right? Like I never tell somebody like, hey, you should or shouldn't buy. Like depends on what you're trying to do. Just understand the consequences, whether good or bad. If you're gonna sell or try to buy right now, you better have some extra money in your pocket. And if you're looking to sell, you better be prepared to pay a little extra too. So it's all situational.
What do you mean by pay extra if you're selling?
So you'll right now, if you're selling your home, obviously you'll most likely gain more. You'll be able to sell it over the actual like value of the home because of supply and demand. But when you sell the home, get that extra money back from the sale, you got to flip around and probably pay over the asking price. So if you're gonna sell your home, the best bet would be for you to downgrade, right? So you get more bang for your buck. I had a former colleague of mine who is changing jobs, just sold him and his wife's home. They're moving to New York, but they're moving into an apartment. So they finna pocket all that extra bread. So that was a good move for them. So
Okay, what about you? When are you going to buy a home? When is it going to be good for you?
man, I'm thinking next year or either the year after that, I'm getting me a condo, man, and start there. You feel me? Like getting a house right now for me personally isn't the wave. For me, I would want to do that whenever I'm married and then working. I had kids,
So what exactly is a condo? Like I hear like, hey, like my parents got a condo, you can stay in it, but what exactly is a condo?
yeah. So generally, you'll see them in larger buildings for the most part, right? They can either be skyscraper, look, can be seen in skyscrapers, or even like look like they're apartment complexes, right? So it just varies on what it is. So essentially, a condo is something that you buy, right? So like in this complex we're in right now, this could be either a condo or an apartment complex, but the difference is like renting versus buying. So a condo is something you purchase and pay. You have to pay HOA dues and things of that nature. There's common spaces utilized.
What's HOA?
Pretty much is the housing authority of like the entity of the condo itself, right? So they set the rules and regulations, what you can and can't do. Some homes have HOA fees as well. So pretty much like let's say for instance, like you bought a house in X, Y, and Z residential community. They might say, hey, everybody's garage in this community has to be outward facing towards the street. It can't be a side garage facing east or west. It has to face, let's just say, south, for example. So they might say, hey, you can't have red fences or whatever the case is. So it's different rules and regulations within those things just to keep things uniform and keep a standard with all those things. So
I was talking to my boss because like I'm at a point right now where I don't know whether I want to get a new apartment or get a new car. I was asking him, and he was just like, "You need to decide now because the price is just going up." He said for the next 3 or 4 years that inflation is going to keep increasing.
right.
Do you see that happening?
Potentially, yes. I think uniquely speaking about DFW, from a real estate standpoint, folks moving out here, man. So it'll look different for like, let's just say Illinois, let's just say Mississippi, Ohio, right? We got large corporations moving here, specifically into Austin, obviously coming to DFW. I just saw something the other day. Goldman Sachs, a large bank, is bringing a headquarters here, which is going to bring a whole bunch of folks out here, right? So
them Californians,
New Yorkers, Coloradians, how you pronounce it. But to answer your question directly, buying a car, like buying a home, like it's once again supply and demand. We got supply chain issues, which is one of the heavy key factors, and obviously with the chips as well, speaking with vehicles. So my personal opinion, this is not financial advice for anybody if you're listening, so disclaimer on that. I would say you're better off getting a condo or a home because now you can gain equity in that. You buy a vehicle, as soon as you drive that joint off the lot, down the drain, you know what I'm saying? So, but if you need a vehicle, don't try to go out and get the G-Wagon, you know what I'm saying? You know, people love to flex right now.
I'm not no flexer, yo.
I know you
I stay in my lane, and people know that. I told my dad that I was like, I'm about to get a new car. He said he about to get you like a 2022. I said, no, let's talk about like 2018.
Facts.
Let's go down a few years.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a newer vehicle, but I don't think a brand new car is what I need.
Facts. Yeah. So, I mean, it depends on what your needs are, right? Let's just say, for instance, you're paying a relatively low amount for rent. Go ahead, grab your new vehicle because you got to be able to get from point A to point B. And plus, with the gas prices right now, too, having a car note and then paying for gas, you know what I'm saying? What they say, a paid off car is the best kind of car, right? So if your whip paid off, try to ride that thing till the wheels fall off, unless maintenance cost is through the roof.
Yo, facts, because maintenance is kicking my ass right now. Like, you know it's bad when your engineer tell you like, yo, so when you get a new car?
Sheesh, yeah, it might be time for you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So I was just like, you know what? I really gotta look into it, but
Yeah.
I want something like a Jeep related though.
Ooh, hey, I was thinking about that too whole time. Like my car will be paid off next year, it's 2015, and I was like, man, I really want to hop in that Jeep because I got a 2-door, so it's like, hey, you get out so I can get in. Like people been frying me for years because of that, so I need to get me the 4-door and ride a little high, man. I'm in Texas now.
I mean, I don't really be driving with nobody, so a 2-door all I need for real. For me and the girl, that's all you need. It's not like we in college no more.
No, I mean, but look, like you like what 6'3", 6'4", or so. Like you gotta, get some space. You feel me? I'm not as
what you trying to say?
You tall, G. Like I'm 5'11", so I mean, I need a little leg room, but yeah, just like having that space though.
I appreciate the honesty. He ain't say 6 foot.
I ain't gonna cap with y'all.
He said he 5'11", yo. He kept it a buck with you guys.
Look, a lot of cats be. I talk about men like they'll cap. Man, look, I'm 6'1". Stop it. Like you really 5'6", bro. Cut the cap. So I'm above, right at the average height of a man. Actually, I'm above it by like what, an inch or two. So yeah. All good, bro. All good.
All right. So talking about honesty right now.